show the wrong link? Oh, we're off to a great start. Yeah. Just want to check to make sure that everyone can hear me okay. And also laugh at people confusing Scottish for Irish. Ha ha ha. So funny. Anyway, yeah. The NHS is the National Health Service. They are working the front line in the United Kingdom to combat the coronavirus. They're not the only ones at the front line, of course. You've got all of the retail workers keeping our supermarkets running, all of the truck drivers delivering all of the supplies that we need for everyday living. You know, they're working their butts off. They're, you know, it's. I just wanted to thank the NHS staff specifically. So this live stream is dedicated to them, basically. Here in the UK, where the whole of the United Kingdom is doing a cheer for the NHS at 8 PM, and I thought I would start my cheer early. Most people have been cheering all day, but there we go. Alright, I'm going to change the title so that people aren't asking what the NHS is. I kind of... Sorry, one sec. You always have one village idiot. Alright. The NHS is the National Health Service. I'm just going to change the title of the stream. National Health Service. There. Right, so today we are going to be working on the image you can see on screen. I'm not advertising my commissions in this stream because I just wanted to do some artwork for Maddie and Mary for reasons. Trying to find enough space for plushies. You have your priorities in the right place, my friend. Yeah, Frost, we had a village idiot. It's alright. It's been dealt with. This reminds me of Tom and Jerry. Well, I actually kind of modelled it after the Ren and Stimpy kind of logo with the circle and the rip thing. But I guess it's similar to Tom and Jerry too. It is indeed the dynamic duo. Oh, it's probably got a thumbs down by the person that was putting time out. Funny. Yeah, your plushie that Kiyashoni made, especially Joey, that would be quite a big plushie, huh? Moving is dumb, but it has to happen. Maybe the Animaniacs, kinda. Except they're kind of coming out of the Warner Brothers shield, but not a tear. There's quite a lot still to tidy up here and there. Like, down here and stuff. If I hide that, yeah. Okay. I might not actually need the circle at all now. I do, because that needs to be there for framing the piece. Yeah, a lot of people really enjoyed the TF2 episode with Jasper Pie and Voice of Reason. Are you streaming the music you use during live streams? If you're hearing music, I am streaming that music, but the music itself is license free. At least I certainly hope it is. It's on a license free website, so yeah. But I've been bitten in the butt by that before, so there we go. Isn't it still Jasper season? It's always Jasper season. Not a happy Joey. Well, hopefully we'll be able to cheer you up today. Jasper season. Certainly trying my best anyway. I'm thinking that this will be my new YouTube avatar probably. Maybe new Twitter one as well. Where is that line? There it is. Okay. Get rid of that. Who would win? Mary Sue or Doomguy? Mary Sue, because she's Mary Sue. Anytime you ask the question, who would win? Mary, or the answer is always Mary. Always. Oh, you have some original music? Sure, send it over to me. As long as it's suitable for a live stream, as in it's safe for work, etc. Moto, yeah, I'm more than happy to do that for you. Yeah, the new Doom game was released this week. I think my fiance has it now. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't actually ask him if he did. Yeah, their dynamic has changed a lot, and I think that's for the better, I hope. It's not very consistent, but I think in the long term, because how I use these characters has changed over the years. Not so much with Maddie, but how I use Mary has changed a lot. Her design hasn't changed much, but how I use her has. Which of the Workaholics comics has been your favourite besides yours? Probably Lightning Bliss's one. Purely because she was still in denial and got into trouble from Doc. That's pretty funny. Who would win in a fight, Mary Sue or Mary Sue? That is what we call a paradox. Have I drawn the heart too big? I think I have. The heart is usually a lot smaller than that. Oh well, I think for this image it's okay. You do get idiots in live streams, like that person that is typing everything in all caps, and it's that kind of thing really drives me nuts. I just really don't like it. It's very inconsiderate. I don't think it's anything to do with what we're doing in this live stream either, so it's not like it's even relevant. So I don't really have an awful lot of patience for that kind of stuff. So I either remove it myself or get a mod to do it. Because I know if it's bothering me, then it's going to bother other people too. Oh, you noticed that, Joey, huh? Yeah. I've been debating on doing that for a while. So yeah, I've changed my username on YouTube to Maddie and Mary. I've also done it on Twitter as well. Well, it would probably be, it wouldn't be Mad Munchkin and Mary Sue, it would be Maddie and Mary. To keep it nice and short and simple. But I thought if we have them looking at each other, like, it reflects their personalities better, but I think it's good to show that they do actually care for each other in a way. It's a love-hate relationship because really, well, it's kind of obvious to writers especially. Both Maddie and Mary, they're two sides of the same kind of person. So to most of you that's old news, but there's the circle. Okay, get rid of that, don't need that there. Or there. Pretty cool username, I must admit. Thank you very much. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? How long can you last around silver before the puns get to be too much? You've asked this question before, Buck. Silver Quill is a very dear friend of mine. I consider him like an older brother. I love him. And I miss him dearly. And he knows that, because I've told him. So, there you go. What brand of drawing tablet do you use, and how long did it take to get used to it? I started digital art in 2008. The very first drawing tablet I used was a Trust drawing tablet. The company Trust, in regards to technology, is definitely not the best, but because I was just starting out and I was on a really tight budget, I was just started college at the time, and yeah, I was still in college at 2008 because I graduated in 2010. Yeah, the first time I went to college anyway. Started it then, and that was when I was using like GIMP, and I had a really cheap second-hand laptop, and the drawing tablet I had was like a tiny, like 8x10 cheapy thing, and I had that one for a while. Then I had a Wacom Interest Pro. I still have a Wacom Interest Pro. It's not the same Wacom Interest Pro. I had to replace it because there was one tablet I had before I got my Wacom Interest Pro, but a kid I was looking after accidentally sat on it and broke it. They got a bit too excited when I let them play with it, and they got a bit too excited and it fell off a chair and they accidentally sat on it. So it was a freak accident, so I was like, it's fine, these things happen. I wasn't that upset at all. So in fact, if anything, it gave me an excuse to buy a new tablet, so I was kind of happy about that. Well, not happy about spending money, but there's something really nice about a brand new tablet, and his parents paid for it, so I was like, that's okay. Didn't expect that, so that was cool. But the drawing tablet I currently have is a UG2150 drawing tablet monitor. I think I've had this for well over a year. Adjusting to using a drawing tablet, it's a bit confusing when you're drawing on a normal drawing tablet. You're not looking at what your hand is doing, you're looking at the screen. But with a drawing tablet monitor, it's just like drawing on paper. So the transition, it took me a couple of weeks to get used to it. And even using this drawing tablet, it took me a while to adjust as well, because although you are drawing directly on the screen, the pen nib and the surface, there's a couple of millimeters difference in the pressure placement. So you have to kind of get used to that as you work. How should I send the music to you? If you want to, can you send that to me over, to, Discord? Maybe? If you put all of them in a playlist and like in a zip file or something, and then upload them to Google Drive, and then send me the link to it via Discord if you can, that would be awesome, and I'll play the music for you. Is it music that you made? Because if that's so, I can link your details in the description to give you credit for that. Could you see Josh and Ellie taking the puns well? Again, Buck, you've asked similar questions before. Do you have to deal with carpal tunnel, Maddie? Not so much. Mind if I join you in voice chat? I'm not having people in voice chat at the moment, Frost. Alright, so I'm getting kind of a bit annoyed with this bit here. I'm like, should it be... I don't know, I'm thinking maybe it should be Maddie's arm. Just trying it out. Maybe... We're still in like sketch phase on this piece, so I'm not really being too precious about anything. Apart from their faces, I'll leave the faces the way they are because I like their expressions. Mary just looks so cute, just like just sitting with her hands like leaning over there. It's like a little squirrel kind of thing. I don't know, it's just very cute to me. Mary is cute. She is adorable. Maddie's cute in her way as well, but she doesn't. I try to make her look a bit more serious sometimes. Not always, but I try. And she is right-handed. Just a reminder, guys, that this is a safe for work stream, so try to keep the chat safe for work too, if you don't mind. is everyone coping with the lockdown? Everyone doing okay? Not going crazy yet? I was going a little crazy earlier this week, but I think I'm okay now. To be honest with you, because I'm pretty much inside all the time, my lifestyle hasn't really changed all that much. But it's just the fact that knowing that I can't really go outside is very frustrating. I think I've drawn this wrong. And the clown has been hidden. Some people just have no life whatsoever. Alright, anyway. Working on projects, try not to panic about life, etc. I know. Self-esteem is a beautiful thing. It is. Just the way that Mary's smiling, it just makes me smile. It's like lockdown is hurtful. I miss my friends and my boyfriend. When I talk to my friends in VF though, I always use video chat to feel more connected. Yeah. That's what to do. Well, me and my fiance are in a long distance relationship, so it's not any different really for us. Still miss each other like all heck, of course. Haven't really FaceTimed people that often, but I don't really like being on camera, so. Trying to get her arm to look right. Oh, I see what I've done wrong. Okay. That's fine. I can fix that properly later. I've kind of gone all over the place with my layers layout now. Where's the thing? There it is. Okay, I'm just going to change this because it's infiltrating the hat a little bit too much. Hey, save your work, kids. Remember your layers, folks. Yeah, but this is a sketch point, so the fact that everything's on different layers at the moment doesn't matter. So just merge them all together. Alright, so now I need to fix that arm. bet Mary Sue doesn't go out on a lot of dates. Fun fact, both of my characters, Maddie and Mary, they are both asexual. But also, well, Mary is single, but I'm going to keep her that way. She's not, she doesn't want a relationship or anything. She's happy on her own. Maddie is not single, she is in a relationship. She did, but that was in the very first video when she was a one-off joke. A lot has changed with these two characters since then. She don't need no guys too. Nope. Just for clarification, there was some confusion that some people thought that asexual meant aromantic. The two do not. Some people who are asexual are also aromantic. But I'm asexual, but I'm in a relationship. You don't, you know, you don't have to be aromantic to. Yeah, not all asexuals are aromantic. But anyway. Save your work, kids. I think that's as good as I'm going to get this arm. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's alright. Idea, imagine Mary meet Alistair. Yeah. I think Mary meeting Alistair would be an interesting drawing. Because they're both OP as all heck. But they're both very flamboyant and well, in my mind anyway, Mary very much represents my love for Broadway, and obviously Alistair is a character that is all about Broadway. So I'm like, hey, we could have these characters meet. That'd be fun. Wait, tell me I put that on a different layer. Yes, I did! Yay! Thank you, past me. That's a challenge, Mary versus Alistair. I don't think they would fight, I think they would just sing a song together. Probably sing You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile from Annie. Because that's Alistair's song. It's not the song that he sings in Has Been Hotel, obviously, but it's he quotes a line from the song. Actually, a lot of the characters quote lots of different lines from different songs. Lord insert name here? Yeah, I might bring him back eventually. He does have a human form. I would like to bring him back at some point. We've been trying to figure out ways in how to do it, but as fun as the scripts were in writing it, when it came to actually putting it into visuals, it was just a bit too complicated and time consuming, so I lost interest in doing it, so yeah. Mary would inevitably win, because she's Mary Sue. Yeah, she wins every contest, which is why she doesn't like doing contests, because they're boring. Because if you win them all, you're not going to find them much fun, are you? What's my favourite pizza topping? Ooh, pulled pork barbecue. I see Lord and Name here was basically Sir Pentious. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I need to bring that character back at some point. Because how characters are in my head are not how they are on YouTube, because they haven't been on the channel for a while. So, characters change and evolve. This could work as a sticker. Yeah. Does this make you and Mary the... Maddie and Mary? I'm not Maddie. Maddie's a character. Maddie and Mary the new Tuka and Bertie? Maybe. Don't need that. What do you think of The Loud House? You know, I've never actually watched a single episode of The Loud House. I need to fix that. I've heard good things about it. I've seen some clips and I've watched some reviews of some episodes of it, but never actually sat down and watched an episode. I'm not a big fan of the art style, so don't really bother. Ever thought of doing a Mary Sue solo vid of her doing random Mary stuff? Yes and no. Because Mary is a supporting character, so having her on her own is rather problematic. And I have tried to write her on her own, but she's a flaw to Maddie, so having Maddie can operate without Mary, but Mary can't really operate without Maddie. I mean, I can try, but I think whatever I produce, you will see what I mean. I don't know what's playing right now. It's just fun background music on Hey Vector, how you doing, buddy? I haven't been keeping up with Loud House. Obviously I haven't watched any episodes. As I've just said, so I'd like to remedy that at some point. Save. I think my music has stopped. It has. Alright, 1 secondo. I did not mean to come out of that. Come on. Ah, there we go. Cool.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment
what do I think of the Very Odd Parents?
We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars.
Bad thing about that website that I use to listen to music, every time you refresh the browser, it defaults back to full volume. Fairly Odd Parents, yeah, I really liked the show when it first started, but it got old real quick. I'm just going to shift everything up a little bit. Only a little bit. Alright, I think it's time we blank this image out a bit more. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a white base at the bottom. And then lock that layer. In fact, what I might do is actually do... No, I'm just going to do colour straight on top of the grey. Why not? Why the brand name change? Because I wanted to branch away from MLP, because as much as I love MLP, I didn't want to be known as just an MLP YouTuber, because I haven't done anything related to MLP in over a year. The only MLP related thing I still do is the TF2 Analysis Anarchy series, which I adore. But for my own channel, for my own purpose, for me, MLP has run its course, and in order to survive on YouTube and be taken seriously as an artist, I decided a long time ago that I needed to move on, but it was just taking that step in figuring out what the next step was. I didn't want to like step off of the pure blind, you know, so and I was seeing these two characters evolve into something more than just YouTube avatars or joke characters. They've become synonymous with my career, so I'm like, they're my mascots. They represent me. They're the embodiment of me. So I'm like, right, let's really push these guys. So that's what I'm doing. Are you going to change the thumbnail picture with this drawing you're working on? No, I can't change the thumbnail. Oh wait, I can change the thumbnail while I'm working. Yeah, I guess I will at some point. But let me, come on. Oh, it's over there. What am I doing? I'm dumb. So let's colour Maddie first. Doing things a little bit differently this time because I put like grayscale shadows underneath. I don't usually do that. I'm doing it for this one, but I'm going to add more shadows with a multiply layer after I've done the flat color. We do indeed have the mighty vector Brony. Vector Brony is awesome. You will see that there is a subtle difference between the skin tones of both Maddie and Mary. They're both Caucasian, but they're not the same species. But Mary can be any species she wants. She's Mary Sue. But Maddie is a Dooney, and Mary, this is her human form, which is probably her second favourite form. The first being the alicorn form, because that was her first form, so makes sense. I'm just trying to find... I really need to make reference sheets for my characters. I don't really do that. I don't really need to because I've got so many PNGs for the videos. I just use them instead. But I guess if other people want to draw them, or if I was to commission another artist, I'm like, hey, I should have a reference sheet for these characters if I'm going to commission people to draw these guys. Or if people want to draw them for me, because people have asked, hey, do you have a reference sheet? And I'm like, no, I just have the PNGs that I use in my videos. So, yeah. Alright, give me a moment. This takes a while to find. Nope, that's the old one. Is it this one? Oh. Oh, there they are. Tried to panic there. I was like, where are my PNGs of Mary? There they are. Okay. Right. Does Mary Sue have a lighter skin tone than Maddie? No, she's actually slightly darker. Mary is a little bit more tanned. And you'll definitely see the difference when I start colouring here. You don't really see the difference in the videos, but here you will definitely see a difference. Mary has a very long neck. Mary is very Looney Tunes style, whereas Maddie's kind of more Disney. But... or maybe Dawn Bluth is more kind of... I'm inspired by classic Disney 90s Renaissance styles. Dawn Bluth, which is more 70s Disney, I guess, but and obviously Dawn Bluth films themselves, but yeah. Chuck Jones, Gerald Scarf, or Scarfe, however you want to pronounce his name. See, Maddie is a lot paler than Mary. Because I figured, like, say, Maddie's definitely an introvert. She doesn't like being around people for too long. Whereas Mary's definitely an extrovert. So it's like, if Maddie is staying indoors a lot, then I figured she would be pale. Because, you know, like a mole person. And also I'm very pale because I'm Scottish. We don't really see the sun much, so I am ghost white. I don't handle the sun very well at all. Learned that the hard way. I'm moving to NC in a few years. How am I going to cope with the sun there? I'll live with it. I'm getting snacks. You want anything? Yes, all the snacks. Give me all the cookies. Give me all the cookies. Save your work, kids. Hey, is the music too loud? Please let me know if the music's too loud. I feel like I'm shouting over it. I'm good. Alright, nice. Got to colour her neck, but I'll do that in a minute. It's just, for me, it's just time to turn a page and really push this channel forward, just get back into it, because for a while, as I said in my video about Beastars, my channel has been in limbo for a long time, because I just didn't know what to do with it. So, and there was a lot of things that were ending this year that kind of threw me through a loop of confusion. Needed direction and focus. Alright, let me turn the music down a little bit more then. Okay, let's see. Alright, Maddie's looking very yellow at this point, but that will be fixed soon. Have you seen Frozen 2? Yes, I've made a video about it. I'm like, didn't you ask me that in the last stream? I don't know. I was like, yeah, I have made a video about Frozen 2, so that's a bit weird that people are asking me if I've seen it. I'm like, YouTube is not doing its job by notifying people when I post new videos. It's weird. Current objective, survive. Oh, come on. We're only being told to stay home. It's not like we're in a war zone. Yes, there's a pandemic going on, but come on, guys. It's not that scary. Does the orange band on your hat mean anything, or is it a design? It's just something to break up the red. Because if Maddie's hat was all red, then it would just look weird. To me, it just would be bad design. It frames her face more. It kind of forces your eye down from the hat, because the hat is red and your eye instantly goes to red. So I'm like, I need something to guide the line down back to her face. So that's what the yellow band is there for. I made a video about The Incredibles 2 as well. Good time to be a nerd. It's always a good time to be a nerd. No, Mary is not getting a boyfriend or a girlfriend because she's aromantic. She is not interested in a relationship, and I don't think anyone would be able to tolerate her long enough. So no, she is not going to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I think it's really cool to just have, you know, a lot of the times when you're watching media, you have female characters, and so often, like, a romantic story is forced just because they're female, and it's like, you know, female characters can be interesting without forcing them into a romantic relationship. I mean, look at Moana, that was a brilliant Disney film, and there was no romantic interest between Moana and any other character. So it's like you can have Merida is the same. So even though she was being forced into a romantic relationship, she didn't want one. And it was just really cool to watch a Disney film where you don't have to have a female character pursue a romantic relationship or have the movie be about the fact that she's not going to pursue one. You know, it's, yeah. You don't need to do that. You don't have to have every character be in a romantic relationship. Characters are interesting. If they can stand on their own 2 feet and still be interesting, then you don't really need it. Now I could do the smart thing and like make a new layer and go underneath, colour Mary's hair underneath all the colour I've already done for Maddie, but that would be smart. I'm gonna do things the hard way because I'm a masochist. So has anyone, I know it's been out for a while, but it was only released 2 days ago. Has anyone been watching stuff on Disney Plus? Yeah, I know Don Bluth used to work for Disney. That's why I said that Don Bluth is more 70s Disney, because that's when he worked for Disney. His style of animation or character design is very much inspired by cartoons from the 1940s. Have I seen Lazy Town? I know what it is. I've never sat down and watched an episode, but I know the song We're Number One and all that. You've been watching the Clone Wars. Ah, cool. I used to watch that. I know that's on Disney Plus. I'm not really a huge Star Wars fan, but I do remember enjoying the Clone Wars. But that was only because it was animated. So, when I was a kid, I loved anything animated, really. Still do. I take it you're asking if I've been watching Picard, P-I-C-A-R-T-D even. I have. I'm a little bit behind. I'm a few episodes behind at the moment. The last episode I watched was the 7 of 9 episode. Enjoying it. I didn't like that particular episode, but I was loving what they were doing with 7 of 9. I just didn't like what Picard was doing in that episode. You know what? I should hide this shadow layer. What do you do, Maddie, when you're stuck on designing specific elements of a character and choosing their colours? Because that's what I'm currently stuck on, designing legs and colours. Yeah, that's something you just have to experiment with. I can't really give you any advice because I don't know what the character looks like, I don't know their personality or anything. So I think the best thing is just to look at various colours represent different things. It's a difficult subject to explain. Says Anime, are you asking for people to subscribe to you and hit the bell button for your channel? Do you know Thomas no, I don't. Who's that? I don't know who that is. I clearly live a very sheltered life. Especially right now! Ha ha! For Maddie and Mary, like for instance, like they have their set color palettes. Like anytime I draw them in different outfits, which isn't all that often, I always try to have them in the same consistent color palette. So with Mary, for instance, her colors are yellow, pink, and baby pink, and dark mauve color, and her hair is white. It's not blonde, it's white. She has pink highlights in her hair as well. So I wouldn't say have her in green at any point, because that would just be wrong. But with Maddie, her colour palette is red, blue, and grey. And green, sorry. So, I would never have, like, Maddie in pink. I've had her in pink once as a joke in a video. Never again. Oh, so cute. It's like being motivated by others at the gym. That's interesting. Maddie hates the colour pink. Yes, she does. Which is ironic because she lets Mary hang out with her, who is all pink. But yeah, never mind. Let's bring the shadow back here. Wrong layer. There we go. Wonder if Maddie would like to try a beach-themed colour theme for a day. I've drawn both characters in swimsuits before. They're on my DeviantArt. Pink Maddie is best Maddie. To quote the end of your short, I look like a strawberry meringue. Yeah. I'm impressed that people remember that short. So also, that's not the first time I said strawberry meringue on my channel either. I called Ariel a strawberry meringue in my the Little Mermaid video. It's one of my first videos that I posted on my channel, actually. So cute. Save your work, kids. Now you may notice that I haven't put tears here because I was worried that it would kind of infiltrate the hair, so I'm leaving it so that it doesn't have tears there. So I don't know what that's going to look like, but we'll give it a go. And as you can see, Mary, although she has white hair, her hair colour, the actual colour that her hair is not actually white. This is straight white. Mary's hair is actually, it's got a bit of a blue hint to it. It's just to cool it down a little because stock white is very harsh. Ooh, there's a line work error there. There's lots of line work errors, but there's one right there that's screwing with me right now, but I'll leave it as it is for now. I'm not all that precious about errors. Sometimes that gives drawings charm. I find if drawings are too clean, I don't know, I don't like looking at them. I like seeing the guidelines in a drawing. I like seeing the history of its creation. I don't like drawings that are too clean. Or rather, I don't like doing it myself. Mary Sue is very much cotton candy. Have you thought on a backstory for Lord insert name here, you mean? He has a backstory, but it's not online. All of my characters have backstories, I just haven't posted them online. Especially the one for these two. Mainly because I would like to put them in a visual format eventually, just have them in comic form or video form or something one day. So that's why I don't like post the fictions on that. I'm not a great writer really, or people say that I am. Like if I send them stuff that I've written, they're like, yeah, it's good, but I'm like, I don't really want to post it online though. I'm not quite ready for that, I don't think. Ever thought of trying to do Maddie into a very artistic Lolita dress? Lolita's not really her style. Maddie's not a very girly girl, and Lolita is a very girly gothic style, which I don't think she would feel comfortable in. Does Mary Sue ever get tired of being Mary Sue? Of course not. She would get tired of winning all the time. That's why she doesn't do contests. You can do it, Joey. I believe in you. Guys, send all of this support to Joey. He's in the middle of moving. Save your work, kids. I think Mary Sue would never get tired of being Mary Sue because she thinks she is perfect. Precisely. I think that's why people like her so much, because she's just, as annoying as she is, she's annoying because she doesn't have any kind of anxiety or self-doubt or anything like that. I think that's why so many people like her character. That's why I like her character. It's, you get very envious when you see characters that are like that. You're like, I wish I was like that. Just carefree, not worrying about the mistakes that you've made, mistakes you're going to make. I mean, I'm quoting lines straight from the most recent Moment with Dr. Wolf episode I did with Dr. Wolf. He wrote that line, not me, but it was a good line. You know, you're collabing with when someone understands how your characters work without really explaining them to someone. That's how you know that they're a good friend and they pay attention and they're smart. Anyway. We have 31 people watching today. I mean, yesterday, well, the last time I did a stream we had like 9 people. And I was doing like lots of MLP commissions. And today I'm drawing Maddie and Mary, my own characters, and I've got 31 people watching. That's nuts! But I think a lot of people are watching because it's called Thank You National Health Service. Because, yeah, we should be grateful for everyone that's on the National Health Service. That works for the National Health Service, sorry. Not everyone that's on the National Health Service. Everyone in the United Kingdom is on the National Health Service unless they're private. But yeah. We should be grateful for everybody that's in the front line at the beginning, at the moment. NHS staff, truckers, people working in the supermarkets, having to put up with all sorts of abuse. You know, these people are keeping the country running, and we should be very grateful. Never, ever, ever take these people for granted. I've done these kind of jobs, they're not easy, and right now especially they must be incredibly hard, and these people are spending time away from their families just to keep the country safe. So we should be thankful for them. The sacrifices they're making is incredible. And obviously it's like that in every single country, not just in the UK. And then there's like people like musicians and artists and all that. We're like, hey, what can we do? And I'm like, hey, keep up morale. That's important. Like so many artists and musicians and performers are taken to live streaming so that they can help keep up morale. That's important too. I think Mary's head is a bit too big, but that's okay. I think that works. Just gonna tilt it a little bit. Maybe. I don't know, I think I've turned it a bit too much. Around there. Yeah, okay. It's in the title of the live stream, Lucky. National Health Service. Who is finally enjoying the warm weather instead of the temp that is almost but not quite there and you're screaming in your head for it to get just a little bit warmer? Well, I live in the United Kingdom, so weather here sucks. Oh, hello. Ah, there we go. Took me a minute to figure out what the problem was there. Alright, so her fingers should actually be pink because she wears gloves. Wow. I screwed up there. Alright. That would have been a royal balls up, wouldn't it have been very good if I let that slip by. Why are my Mary's hands not covered? But it's a dry heat! Not in Oklahoma. I'd love to go to Oklahoma. That's where my favourite singer's from. No, nothing's wrong with Maddie's neck. No, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. She's fine. Everything's good. No one noticed that I forgot to colour her neck. No. No one saw that. Good. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Ooh, hello. Tartan. Music has stopped. I'm currently in Scotland. I have not visited Dock. I want to one day, but not yet. Although I have been assured that if I ever do, I would be more than welcome. So, but yeah, I don't think that will happen for a long time, a few years. But yeah, I don't know when I'm going to see the TF2 guys again. Frankly, no clue. Probably my wedding, but I don't know. Who knows? Right. What am I doing? Oh yeah, music. That's what I need. Yeah. Okay. Hope this question isn't too intrusive, but what would you say is the biggest change you've made in Maddie's design over the years? Biggest change? Ooh, giving her horse legs and a tail, probably. Other than the drastic change from the full-size human form that she used to have to the small Dooney form, she hasn't really changed all that much. Other than, like, just the drawings being kind of tightened up in style and stuff. Yeah, I miss the TF2 peeps too, Joey. Which Oklahoma singer do you like? Kristen Chenoweth is from Oklahoma. That's why I want to go to Oklahoma at some point. Not in a weird stalker kind of way, but it's just because that's where she's from and I just want to see it, just to see what it's like there. There's lots of places in America that I want to go to. One of the places that I want to go to is the Golden Arches in Utah, because that's where Chuck Jones based the Roadrunner cartoons on. And I really want to go there. I didn't actually know that was a real place until quite recently, because Doc told me. I felt like an idiot, so I'm like, hey, that place looks like the Roadrunner cartoons. And it's like, yeah, because that's where they're set. It's like, oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, anyway. Multiply, please. Right, let's see. I'm going to keep this shadow quite still in a hard brush here. I did that too much. It's nice having a picture of Maddie and Mary together when they're not scowling at each other. I try to have them in different expressions every time I draw them. So they do have a slightly different expression, like Maddie's looking a little bit more mischievous. She looks like she's up to something. And she's always up to something. She always has a plan up her sleeve of some kind. Maddie's the type of character I would like to think is always prepared. In other words, the complete opposite of me. Ha ha ha. Three Stooges in the TF2 crew. That would be Jasper Pie, Thespio, and Silver. is Mary so cute? She's just adorable. Like, stop being adorable, please. I did indeed change my YouTube channel name. It's interesting that quite a lot of people are pointing that out. Who would serve as the straight man to the TF2 equivalents to the Three Stooges? Voice. Voice is definitely a straight man. There's a lot of straight man characters in the TF2 series, but I think he would suit the equivalent to the Three Stooges straight man. Yeah, for sure. Well, Maddie and Mary represent two sides of me, so, because, or at least I've imbued both of them with different character traits that I don't really get to express an awful lot. Like, I'm quite a stoic person usually, but, like, I also have Asperger's, so I'm like, when I get excited about something, I get really excited to the point where I just won't stop talking about it. And, you know, Mary's like that. She'll get excited about something and she'll be like really overbearing. And I worry that when I get excited about a topic and I'm just verbal diarrhea at someone, I worry that I'm just being really obnoxious and in their face about it. So it would be really nice if I could do something like that, talk to someone about something I'm excited about and not feel made to feel like total idiot. Oh, I think I'll leave that bit white actually. There we go. See the pink highlight in Mary's hair, it just frames her face. Without the pink, it just looks weird to me. The old man of the group. Silver's not the oldest man on the TF2 crew. I think you'll find that belongs to Dusty. But he wears that badge with pride. I'll tell you that. He's an awesome guy. I love Dusty. I miss that guy. He's so sweet. This gives me an idea. Maddie and Mary on coins, since they are two sides of the same coin. That's a cool idea. I could get My Little Ties to do that. That would be awesome. New channel logo. New logo in general. That hair twirl on Mary needs to come out a little bit further. It just needs to be a bit more clear, I think. Yeah, that's okay. We can just erase the lines here. Ooh, hello. Oh, other places I want to go to in the States, I want to go to LA, but that's not necessarily to see LA, that's because I have a lot of friends there. And I want to go to Texas, again for the same reason. Utah, I've already mentioned Utah. But yeah, I don't know, I want to visit all my friends over there. You can go to conventions and stuff and hang out with friends, but you know what would be really cool? To get to know them outside of a busy convention setting. Because I've never really hung out with them outside of, or for other reasons than a convention. Like, we've had meals outside of a convention centre, but it's not quite the same, you know, because YouTubers are very easily recognised. A lot of the TF2 crew especially, a lot of them are very well known, and are very easily spotted, especially one of them in particular who is very tall. So, yeah. I think you can, well, a lot of them are very tall, but one of them in particular. Anyway, I can see you driving an RV, and oh, you could see me in an RV. Are you kidding? Did you delete your Twitter? No. My Twitter's still there. I changed my Twitter name. What link are you using? The link is wrong? Can you explain? Is it the one in the description? Is it the one on the main page? Because if it's broken, I can fix it. The one on your YouTube. Or do you mean the one in the description or the one on the home page? Give me a moment, guys. I'm just going to fix that link. Ah, I don't know. There we go. All right. Delete. I wonder if that's going to affect my Twitter messages at all. I hope not. It might. Okay, I'll need to look into that later. Alright, that's that fixed, hopefully. Just sent you a Google Drive link with the music. Hopefully it opens for you. Alright, one moment. As I said in the video I posted about the wedding date being changed, it was nothing to do with the coronavirus. It was to do with my visas for moving there. We needed a bigger window. Do you watch the channel Ill Will Press? No, I don't. Sent an... Oh, you sent an email. Alright, one sec. I was checking Discord for some reason. Alright. Whoa, wait. let's get this played, shall we? Hello. Hello. My cat's just come in. You might hear her. Hello. Hi. Hello. Alright, just gonna pause the music that's playing and we're gonna play the music that Moto has sent us. But let me... I'm going to copy the link to the channel into the live stream. Alright, thanks for telling me. This is very loud. One sec, just gonna turn that down a little bit. There we go. No, you're good. Thank you for pointing these mistakes out, because if people don't point out the mistakes I've made, I won't notice them, so I won't change them. So thank you for pointing it out. I do appreciate it. So this is Moto Drop's music. And I think they want some feedback. Tell them what you think. If you're hearing a weird tapping sound, it's because my stylus keeps hitting my mic a little bit, so I'm just going to adjust the mic. So I should really mute my mic while doing that, but oops. Cat, what are you doing? Hello. I see you there. Hello. You're distracting me. Yeah, you are. You're distracting me. What D&D classes would Maddie and Mary be? Maddie would definitely be a barbarian. Mary would be a DM. She wouldn't have a class. She would be running the game. Well, if I have to give Mary a class, I guess she would be a mage. Tuppence is best cat. She is best cat. Alright, so we need to give Mary's earring some colour, but it's going to show up, which it's not. Alright, so just do that. You think my laugh is cute? How very dare you? Tuppence, don't knock over my trash bin, please. Here's a fun question for you. Who knows what colour Mary Sue's eyes are? I like that one, Moto. There was one bit where it was a little bit too busy for my liking, so maybe trim it back just a little bit, but other than that, yeah, it was good. On to the next one. What are you chirping at? Huh? What? Did you like the music too? Don't know why you're saying anything about the music. You can't hear it. Besides, your taste in music sucks. Blue? No, Mary's eyes are not blue. Ever thought of doing Maddie and Mary as different species, like the Master Race of Equestria in Ty's case? I've done them in lots of different species and styles before. Oh, why did you stop? Oh, why did you stop? Oh. Oh darn, it's not playing the... Alright, I'll give them a minute. It's still processing them, so I'll just give it a minute. Let's go back to this. We'll go back to your music later, Moto. Sorry, it's not playing it properly. Her eyes are green. No, Maddie's eyes are green, but what colour are Mary's eyes? How many pony plushies do I own? 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. No, 14. 14. Yeah, that's something that the TF2 videos don't get right. That you can't see Mary's eye colour because her eyes are just solid black. Mary's eye colour, her eyes are amber because her magic is amber. It's not pink, it's amber. So yeah, her eyes are actually, yes, they're amber. They're golden. Yes, Snowfall said that right. Staring contest. What, between Maddie and Mary? You know that Mary wouldn't do that because contests bore her. Because she wins them all, so it's boring. It's golden like Mary's heart. Oh, isn't that precious? Bring that up a bit because they look a bit brown. Ooh. What else bores Mary? A lot of things. I don't know. Oops. Watching paint dry, does that bore her? I think that bores everybody. Ow, jeez. Ow. Yeah, I think I screwed that up. Alright. Hopefully I can bring that back enough. Yay! Good. Not really. Didn't really do anything there, but oh well. Let's see if Moto's songs have processed more. Ta-da. Ah, nope. Sorry. Probably taking longer to process than usual because I'm doing a live stream at the same time. Cat, you came in here, you can get out again yourself. There you go. Open it a bit wider, you got fat butt. There you go. One of these days I got to commission a picture of Maddie and Mary as Animal Crossing villagers. Oh, that would be adorable! Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Have you ever tried out listening to Oceans by Marcus Warner? I can't listen to licensed music in a live stream, but I'll give it a listen at some point. Too cute. Alright, I do need to do the thing that I said I was going to do at the beginning. Whiten out the shape, which I should have done from the beginning. So, give me a moment. Things are going to look a little bit demonic for a little bit, because I put Mary Sue's eye colour on the line work layer, because I'm dumb. Now, there is a reason why I'm doing this, so bear with me. Because I should have done this from the beginning. So, note to self. Memo to me. Memo to me. Name you after my meeting. Don't skip steps like I did with this piece. Mary's eyes are best, Paprius. Yes. Mary's adorable. She's probably my favourite character I've ever made, actually, to be honest with you. I have more fun with her than any other character. Maddie's most like me, which makes her hard to write for. And she's a little bit harder to draw, but yeah, it's good fun. They're both fun characters. What am I saying? I love all my characters dearly, but I think Mary's my favourite. Mary as a Cheshire cat. Oh, good lord. Do you want to give people nightmare fuel? Alright guys, after I finish whitening out this area, I'm going to go for a break because I need to rest my eyes for a little bit and make a coffee as well because hate to tell you this, but I'm operating currently on 1 hour's worth of sleep. Don't stare at me like that. I didn't get much sleep last night because another cat broke into my cat door, and it actually broke the cat door, so I didn't get much sleep because I swear it sounded like someone was breaking into my house. It was that loud. So yeah, So I currently have a broken cat door. Tuppence can still get in and out when she wants, but hey, don't stare at me like that. Come on. You wouldn't be able to sleep properly either if you legitimately thought someone was breaking into your house in the middle of the night, because I swear that's what it sounded like to me. So then, of course, I couldn't get back to sleep. But I often, I'm up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning anyway. And my sleep pattern's just all over the place. Most artists are like that. They sleep when they're tired. They don't usually sleep at night. And I don't sleep at night because I'm usually up quite late working on stuff or thinking about stuff, or I'm talking to my fiance or American friends or whatever. So, yeah. Time zones are fun. What happened with the cat? Nothing, she's fine. She was scared, but yeah. It happens all the time. Like, other cats will see a cat flap and go, oh hey, this house has food. So they'll try to chance their luck and they'll go inside another cat's house. And Tuppence is a very, she doesn't really fight her corner, she just hides. She's not a very good fighter, so she just lets other cats come in. So I'm like, hey, you should fight them off. But yeah, but she was legit terrified last night. And she's a strong cat. She would be able to fight her corner. She's just a little bit shy around other animals. She's a rescue cat, so I don't know what kind of scenario she was in before that. If she was in a house with lots of other animals and she wasn't treated right, I don't know. No idea. All of my cats I've ever had were a rescue, apart from my very first cat, who was a kitten. But I very much prefer to get rescue animals. No, I do not put collars on my cats. I get them chipped, microchipped. I do not put collars on them. Because they're free roaming and anything can happen to a cat when they've got a collar on. If they're free roaming, they can get stuff caught in the collar, other animals, or even people can grab them by the collar, which has happened to one cat I had years ago. I put my sister's cat, she put a collar on her cat and she came home and one of her paws was like, she ended up like one of her legs was through the collar at the same time and she was choking, so we had to kind of cut her out of the collar. That was scary. But alright, of course, right when my fiance turns up, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go for a coffee break. The cat was fine, by the way. We just had to hold her down while we tried to cut the collar. One of you can pair an electronic door to a chip then. Yeah, you probably can, but I don't really want to pay for an electronic cat door. Yes, entertain Kick while I'm gone. I'm gonna go and make a coffee. Yeah, and certain doors you can't really fit those electronic cat doors to. Anyway, I'm going for a break. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Remember, wash your hands and save your work, kids. Be right back. Swear I need to make a sticker with Maddie just saying, save your work, kids. Sounds like a sticker to me, yeah. Alright. Hey, what did I miss? Oh, that was me closing my door. Sorry. Alright, now hopefully, when I put the colour back on... it's a mess. Ah, okay, never mind. I tried. I'm like, there shouldn't be that many gaps I've missed. I'm like, yeah, I've missed so many gaps. Look at that, it's a mess. Actually, maybe I can get away with not having it and... Yeah, no, I'm trying to cheat again. Can't do that. Let's see if I can lock that layer and just fill it with... Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. Still kind of cheating, but at least I didn't have to redraw a lot of it, or recolor a lot of it. Oh, that's the wrong cut. Anyone else here watch the most recent Bronies React? Nope! Because I don't care. I will have to show you my new character, Maddie, once he is done. Sure, post it in the Discord. What's their favourite build that has stuck to... What? Song? Favourite song that has stuck to your head? Ooh. I don't know, because I think if you have a song stuck in your head, it's no longer your favourite, it's just stuck there, and it just gets annoying. I love spending time with you. You're so friendly and brighten up my day. Well, aren't you sweet? I like spending time with you guys too. What is your favourite Disney sequel? Oh, that's a good question. For me, it's between Aladdin, Prince of Thieves, or King of Thieves. Aladdin and the King of Thieves, even. That's Robin Hood. Aladdin and the King of Thieves, or Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. I'm drinking tea. I'll be back into the drawing in a moment. There's not all that much left to do. I need to put shadow on the tears, and even though I said I wasn't going to, I'm going to put some spikes around where Maddie's hair is, just the fringe. So a lot of the tears will be hidden behind the hair that's over her shoulder, but I need to add some at the hat because it looks like there's no tears there. And I said I wasn't going to put any there because I was worried it would kind of infiltrate her fringe, but I'm like, it actually needs it there. Because it just looks weird not having it there, so yeah. And I need to add just some highlights and bounce light and stuff like that. And the line work I'm going to leave quite sketchy because this is it's going to be mainly a YouTube avatar. So and Twitter profile picture and stuff, so I'm not really too worried about getting the line work clean or anything. But yeah, I really enjoyed King of Thieves. Didn't like the music all that much, but I liked the story. You've got a Sabaton song stuck in your head. Ooh, what one? Big fans of Sabaton here. Once again, a big shout out to the staff and volunteers working on the NHS right now. You're keeping the country running, just like all of the retail workers running the supermarkets, and all of the truckers driving around the country delivering all the goods that we need to keep moving, keep the country going. So, and also, obviously, that's just I'm thanking. That's in the United Kingdom, but obviously everyone that's working in a medical facility at the moment needs to be cheered on. Before I forget, where can I find your Discord server? I thought you were a member of it already, Moto. Alright, give me a moment. Yeah, guys, we do have a Discord server, and if people want to join it, we can post a link for you guys to join, if you want it. Did you know that the guy who voiced Aladdin's dad in King of Thieves was Indiana's friend, Salah, the very dangerous you go first guy? I did not know that. A little bit of trivia for you there. Just haven't done it yet. Yeah, when we send the link out, it does expire after a certain amount of time. So when you get sent the link, use it there and then, because otherwise it will expire. Have you the movie We're Back, a Dinosaur Story? What? I've seen the CGI movie Dinosaur, if that's what you mean. Dinosaur Story, no. Oh wait, it's not. Is it the one where it's called We're Back? Is that the one yeah, We Are Back, not We're Back. Yeah, sorry, I got confused. Yes, I have seen that movie. It's weird. Yeah, We're Back. Yeah. Grammar kind of threw me off there. I'm going to finish my tea first before I get back into the drawing because I don't want my tea to get cold. So many dead cups of tea and coffee. I have to agree with you there, it's not all that great. Slurp. I love drinking tea. Tea is my fave. Tea keeps me going. Also, technically there is more caffeine in tea, at least in the kind I drink. It just releases it slower than coffee does. So, because I went downstairs to make coffee, but I made tea instead for some reason. Which tea? Tetley tea. So, just black tea, basically. Nothing special. I've just noticed that the little button on Maddie's hat is not in the picture, but I think I'm going to drop that from her design. Or just say, it's behind her ear right now. There's no PG tips in Canada. Oh, I thought, is there a Food Lion in Canada? Because I'm pretty sure I saw PG tips in the Food Lion store. Not where you're at. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I personally think Tetley tea is better than PG tips anyway. Although PG tips is cheaper. I think. I have a cookie. Yeah, it's a brand of tea. I've never had President's Choice. With this whole CV-19 thing, has your wedding been postponed? We've changed the date of the wedding, but it's nothing to do with the coronavirus. We changed the date of the wedding because of my visas for moving to America. We needed a bigger window, so that's why we moved the date. So it's nothing to do with the virus. So don't worry, we're fine. Everything's good. But I appreciate your concern nonetheless. It's very Canadian. Well, that would be why I've never had it then. Yeah, I'll be back to drawing in a moment, just having a cookie. I made oatmeal and cookies a few days ago, and this is the last one. So, I'll need to make more. In fact, I'll need to make more either tomorrow or Saturday.
Who ate the last cookie?
I did. Although the thing is with these cookies, I made them a little bit too fat. So I need to kind of flatten them down next time. How do you feel about thanking NHS doctors and nurses? I've been cheering them on all night. Those guys are sacrificing time with their family. They're working, some of them are working 2 days straight without any sleep. Do you remember when you made that dad jokes video? Yeah. We do have Costco stores here, but I've never been to it because the closest one is about an hour and a half drive away. And we don't have Walmart here. And I've never had Kirkland's signature. And I've never had Walmart's brand because I was happy that Food Lion had brands of tea and coffee that I recognised because they had European imports, whereas I couldn't really find them in Walmart. They probably are there, but I just couldn't find them. Or if they are there, they're in different packaging. Yeah, I know you need a membership. We've got my family have a membership. I've just never been. I don't really like going to big stores. My fiance will tell you. I really don't like going to big stores. I get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed very easily. In all honesty, with this whole CV-19 thing, I'm also worried about the animals in pet stores, shelters and pounds, etc., with people isolating themselves at home. Who is taking care of them? People are taking care of the animals in pet stores and shelters and pounds. They have to. They won't just be abandoned. People aren't that heartless. Yeah, because Costco's not really a mainstream store here. Our mainstream stores are like Tesco and Asda and Sainsbury's. We do have Aldi and Lidl as well. And Emco. But Emco is stupidly overpriced for what their food is. The food's not any different from any other store. I know, because I used to work in a biscuit factory and we had the same biscuit mix for all of the biscuits that put into boxes. They were just shaped differently and had like sugar sprinkled on them and stuff, and that was the only difference. They were exactly the same kind of biscuit, just in a different box and different packaging. That was it. So yeah. Aldi, A-L-D-I-S. I believe they're Belgian. Well, the biscuit job was boring, but it paid for my first desktop computer. First one that I bought myself anyway. Any other computer I had before that was second hand. Is there a reason why people are buying all the toilet paper? Panic buying. People panic. A person is smart. People are dumb. People panic buy. And they'll buy like weeks worth of shopping. Because people are selfish. People these days are very privileged and entitled and aren't used to waiting or doing without. So when they have to do without, they lash out in stupid ways. Not everyone does, but people that are very self-centered do. And sadly, a large percentage of the populace are very self-centered. Which is why we need to support people that work on the NHS and in supermarkets, because without these people, and domestic people, because without these kind of people, the country would just, well, the world would just stop. I know it feels like right at the moment, it feels like nothing's happening, but people, the world is still moving, people are still doing stuff. In fact, if anything, I feel as if even though we're all in isolation, I think it has actually pulled a lot of people closer together. People are showing their gratitude more. You only buy everything you can store long. We actually had a case where the police had to come because a woman freaked out because she was only allowed to buy one package of toilet paper nearby. Yeah. Who is your favourite Disney character and why? Oh, you must be new here. My favourite Disney character is Jack Skellington. Close second would be Disney's Hades. Although I declare my absolute adoration for Hades more than I do for Jack Skellington. But that's purely because he's just more fun. Excuse me. In case you don't know, CEO of Texas Roadhouse Restaurants is giving up his salary and bonus for the year in order to pay the chain's frontline employees during the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, that is just awesome. Good on them. Oh, good on him, sorry. Meanwhile, a farmer gets punched in the ribs in the Peak District for telling people to stay in isolation and not walk there. Yep. But yeah, what the CEO did, that is awesome. CEOs and so many business owners even. Oh, don't apologize for the question. You're fine. I'm just laughing at myself because I don't really hide the fact that I'm obsessed with Disney's Hades. I love that character so much. But anyway, did you see the video montage of the Italian mayors telling people to stay indoors, one of whom recommended playing PlayStation games? No, I haven't seen that. People buy toilet paper in bulk for fear of long-term quarantine and scalp the paper later. People should stick to the rules, but people don't like sticking to rules. People, especially in this country, people don't realise how good they have it. I'm very ungrateful. I know there are a lot of people that are very unlucky in this country as well. But for the most part, most of us have running water, we have a roof over our head, we have clothes on our back, food on the table. We're not stuck for supplies at any point. If we just learned to share, people would be a lot better off. I'm almost finished my cookie and my tea, and then I'll get back to the drawing. Oh, my music has stopped, so I'll put that back on. We're just having a good discussion about the COVID virus and stuff at the moment, aren't we? Which is good because we do need to talk about it. It was a subject I was avoiding this week, but I'm like, no, we need to talk about it. Oh, you'll be 31. Well, I'm 33, so welcome to the club. Oh, you'll be 31 in 3 years. Alright, I see. So you're 28 at the moment. Okay. I don't think it's like, there's this unwritten rule that at some point you're too old for Disney. I'm like, you're never too old for Disney. Come on, you want to go to a Disney park? After the pandemic's over, obviously. Go to a Disney park. No one's going to judge you. You're not going to hurt anybody. I mean, people in the Tier 2 crew, most of them are almost 40. And we love Disney. So, who are we to judge, you know? I love Disney stuff. Love it. I've been watching Tangled, the animated series, for God's sake. And I'm 33. I got Disney Plus. The summer, I don't know if you'll be able to go to Disneyland this summer, Sketch, but good luck. Yeah, I love the art style of it. SDCC. I don't know what that is. Oh, San Diego Comic Con? I don't know. And now I'm sad because I've finished my cookie and I don't have any more cookies, so I need to make more. If I ever go to Paris, I would much rather go to Parc Asterix rather than Euro Disney. Yeah, one of the creators of the Asterix comics died yesterday or today. Disneyland Paris was plagued with behind-the-scenes problems back when it opened as Euro Disney. Yeah. Excuse me. Alright, let's get music back on the go. In fact, let's see if the music has finished processing. No? Really? Wow. That sucks. Okay. I wonder if the Euro BronyCon in September will be cancelled due to the virus. Oh, it's not until September, so I think that one will be okay. Parc Asterix sounds really fun to me. I love the Asterix comics. I haven't read them recently, but I do enjoy them. Today is Alan Sylvester's birthday, aka the guy who composed Lilo and Stitch and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Oh, awesome. Not a big fan of Oreos, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, we need to make a highlight layer. Haven't done that yet. New layer. Hi music, why have you stopped? You just played that song. Okay, weird. I challenge you to the sleeping challenge. Challenge accepted! Whoa, my watch has just dropped drastically. It was at like almost 30 when I last looked at it. Now it's at 10. What the heck? What happened? Oh, there we go. 26. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh, Lucky Luke, I remember that. Yeah. Wasn't there an animated movie called Lucky Luke? Pretty sure there was. Actually, I'm gonna make this a bit... Ooh, hello. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, as recent as 2006? Really? Alright. Clearly, I have not been paying attention. I didn't know anything about it. I've been living a very sheltered life. Did you know that Scooby-Doo has been around? Yes. I think that's common knowledge, really. Sorry to burst your bubble, but yeah. Sorry to bust your bubble. Save your work, kids. I need to check out more Soviet animation. Moomin Valley series, that's the CGI one, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not interested. I loved the Moomins as a kid, and to me, Moomins in CG is just not Moomins. I haven't watched The Mandalorian yet. Not voicing Twilight. She's not voicing Twilight in the stop motion shorts that are currently being released or the CG shorts, but I don't think Twilight's been featured in the CG shorts yet. I don't know if she's doing the voice for Twilight in Pony Life either, if that's what you're talking about, but I don't really care at this point. Sorry. You a city or a country girl? I live in a small town, so I do prefer quieter places. I can cope with big cities. I don't think I'd like to live in a big city though. The 1991 Moomin is the best. Yeah, that's the one I grew up with. Well, I haven't seen. I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. I haven't seen any of the new movies. I love the original trilogy. Didn't really like the prequels, and when the new movies came out, I wasn't all that interested. I'm more of a Star Trek fan. What do you think about the Kingdom Hearts franchise? I've only played one game, it's not really for me. Ever thought of traveling to America and living in Connecticut? No, because my fiance lives in NC, so no. Tired? It's 20 past 10, and I'm operating on 1 hour's worth of sleep. So if I sound tired, it's because I am. Also, if I'm in concentration mode, then if you can't see my face, then it will sound like I'm grumpy. I'm not grumpy. I'm just concentrating. Take it easy. Hi, have you met me? Taking things easy is not something that anybody in the TF2 crew know how to do. We're all workaholics. Of course, the first person to tell us to take a break is actually the worst one of us all, but... Because if you're a workaholic and you see someone else that is a workaholic, you can see the signs of when they've worked too hard. So you can tell them. But see, when someone else tries to tell you that you work too hard, they're like, ah, I'm fine, I can keep going. Yeah, that looks a lot better already. I knew I should have just added this in from the beginning. Yeah, we're not putting the camera on. I don't want to give you guys nightmare fuel. You don't want to see what I look like right now. Trust me. I've been on camera before, Deadpool fan, but trust me. Operating on 1 hour's worth of sleep. Hair not done, makeup not done. I am wearing a UK Ponycon shirt that is 2 sizes too big. I look a fright, trust me. You don't want to see what I look like right now. Everyone's pretty on the inside. Because we're all stuffed with glitter and wildflowers and ambrosia. Gives me guess. How's the picture looking? It's looking okay, but I think I could do better than this. Come on. Ooh, hello. That was a bit too much. Just having a little bit of bounce light coming in here. Ew, don't like that. Her face. Nope, I don't like that either. It's difficult to sleep on a plane. I beg to differ. I can sleep like a baby on a plane. If I have the right earplugs, I can sleep on a plane. No problem. You can't sleep sitting. There is only so far back the seat can go before it bothers the passenger behind you. Yeah, that's very true that it does bother other people, but I don't put the chair back. But I just find it really easy to sleep on a plane. I don't know why. I just do. Yeah, 9-hour flights. Like flying flying to America from where I live. It's 2 flights. One is an hour and a half flight to London, and then London to America, which is about 7 or 8 hours, depending on what state I'm going to. I don't like that shadow that's going in there. On her cheek, I don't like that. I know why it's there, but I just don't want it. Getting very fussy when it comes to shadows. Oh, my music stopped. Hey, that's not a shadow. That's a shadow. There we go. actually. I probably really shouldn't do what I'm about to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Right, just in case it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna group these layers together, duplicate the group, duplicate the... Yes, duplicate, thank you! All will become clear in a moment. Trust me. Trust me, my darlings. I know what I'm doing. Contrary to popular belief, oh, I actually don't know what I'm doing. Alright, fine. Fine! I'll do it the hard way. We're gonna think it's crazy that there's an old castle in the middle of the USA. How old is the castle? Because Old Castle to you Americans is not the same as Old Castle in Scotland. Trust me. Don't know. Your concept of old is not the same as ours. And someone showed me something, a building that was like built in 1776, and they're like, seriously, that's really old, isn't it? It's like, it's really not, but okay. That's really not that old. A friend that I was with had to remind them where I was from. They're like, oh yeah, that's an older country. I was like, yeah. Save your work, kids. Yeah. Totally. I've totally been saving my work the whole time. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Yeah, 1800s is not old. I mean, we have a cathedral here that was built in 1224. Not that it's a competition or anything. Not sure if I asked you this one, but what was or is your favorite airline or preferable one? For domestic flights, British Airways. When I fly to America, I usually go for American Airlines. It's not the best, I know, but it's the most affordable one. To me, anyway. For where I need to fly to. That's where I've always flown with. And they're owned by British Airways, or British Airways owns them. One of the two, I can't remember. Now, you guys might be wondering why I'm not just selecting the whole of the background. Because I tried doing that. I basically skipped a few steps earlier in the drawing, so now I'm paying the price for my laziness. So, don't ever do what I'm currently doing. Please don't do it. Just don't. Hey, there we go. Nice one. See, now I can do a thing where I straighten up the outline of the whole thing. In theory. Could have just done that. Could have saved me loads of time. Alright, never mind. Sometimes I forget I'm drawing digitally, and there are things you can do to save time. I can still operate on an hour's worth of sleep. I've operated on less than that before. Why do I feel someone glaring into the back of my skull when I say things like that? I swear most of my friends are empathic. And I can feel them leering at me. No, I feel that the collective glare of the most of the TF2 crew. That would work as a YouTube avatar and stuff, wouldn't it? I think so. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, save. Cool. Is the collective saying go to sleep? That's half the things that they say usually to me. And I say, well, I better go to bed now, it's 3 AM. And they're like, why do you do this to yourself? I'm like, cause I do. Because you are a workaholic. I absolutely am. I am not in denial about that. It's 11:15 for me. Do not do your dog impression, please. Show some kind of respect, please. I know it works half the time, but please don't. I will go to sleep now. No, don't leave. Stay with me. Oh no, I'm sleep drunk. Ah! No, don't want to be sleep drunk. Yeah, that is cute. I'm just tidying up some of the line work now. Don't really need to because it's gonna be small. Yeah, we don't actually need to do this, but hey, let's sand the underside of the drawers, so to speak. Well, I didn't need to do that line. Provided that. Sonic and Tails! Yeah, it does actually. A little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna get someone else to design the actual text, I think. I was just thinking. Uh-huh. Can't be unseen. The whole picture looks like Sonic and Tails. Guys, sometimes, like, I love you guys. I appreciate every single one of you, but sometimes you really peeve me off, you know? Like, can't do anything without people thinking of a certain big fandom. Alright, fine. So who is Sonic and who is Tails? That's a stupid question. Plot twist is that you are actually asleep, but are sleep drawing. I would get so much work done if I was sleep drawing. I don't think the music is helping my case any with saying that it's not Sonic and Tails inspired. I felt like an idiot for so long. I knew of Tails my whole life. I only just realized his name was miles per hour last year, or the year before that. I didn't know that, but then I'm not a Sonic fan, so there we go. What would Mary say in this situation? Pray tell, because everyone seems to know my character better than I do. Please tell me, what would they say? No, I'm like literally curious. Legitimately even curious. Best sidekick. Mary chuckles. Good lord. What would Mary do? That needs to be a sticker. Yes. What would Mary do? WWMD. This sounds like something from Beat Saber. Sounds like a Beat Saber song. Oops. Real men wear pink. Oh, that'd be why. I was like, why can't I see that? Because it's underneath the main layer, stupid. Mary Sue's best screw up. Yes. Can she face off Vegeta? Of course. Mary always has this manic expression, just like there's always something a little bit off about Mary, like her smile is just too big for her face, or her eyes are just that little bit too wide, and it's like trying to make that look like it's a character's expression and not just a bad drawing. It's a difficult balance, and it's not one I get right a lot. This one especially, it's just a bad drawing, but oh well, I tried. It's only for a YouTube avatar anyway, so it's okay. Save your work, kids! Mary is best Chuck Norris. Excuse me, there can only be one Chuck Norris. It'd be funny, like Mary Sue is like, even I know my limits. I'm that tired I can't do the Mary Sue voice. Oh my lord. Jeez. Am I that tired? Really? Can't even do the Mary Sue voice? Wow. Why can't I see that? We're almost there, guys. Every time I say, we're almost there, guys, someone will point out, you said that 5 minutes ago! Or, in art terms, you said that 5 layers ago! Ha ha. Every time I think, hey, I'm done, and then I'm like, hey, there's something else you haven't done right. Oh look, there's another mistake you haven't fixed yet. That one quote from every event. We'll leave in a couple of minutes. 2 hours later. Maddie is best Maddie. Aw, sweet. Clan Ghost Bear. Her creation is done when it is done. No artwork is complete. All artworks are abandoned, never finished. It looks like it needs text, and I want to add text before I call it a day. But I want to save this first. And I'm going to crop it as well. Because I want to use this as an avatar, so I'm just going to crop it. I mean, it might not work as an avatar, it might get... You might not really see it very well, but eh. Save as. I I will always be best, Maddie, because I came first. I was here before the baby. So that is my logic, and you can't argue with that, because that logic is inarguable. So, nah. I was here first. So, blah. I could use that as a title card too, I suppose. In fact, there's an idea. I'll let the 1 week old know. Sure. I'll meet them behind the bins at 3 for a punch up. I think I'll win, but you know, you never know. Someone is very tired. Yeah, I am very tired, but oh well. Been tired all day. I'm still here. I'm a bit loopy, but what else is new? Channel awesome? Don't know, don't care. I'm just waiting for them to release something that's actually original. Instead of doing reviews, because they're really talented writers, and I'm like, dudes, go and do something original. People will follow that crap. Just doing reviews all the time, I'm like, this is boring. It's just the same formula over and over and over. I still watch Fearless. I like his stuff. Don't really watch the Nostalgia Critic that anymore. I liked Obscurus Lupa and Amanda Hagen. Her stuff was cool. It was more her persona that I liked. Maddie and Mary equals channel awesome. Aw, aren't you sweet? Stop it. What do you want? What are you after? I'm sorry, I've run out of cookies. I can't give you any more cookies. You're gonna become old before that happens. I'm already old. I'm 33. Kakashia film, it was, yeah, but it wasn't original. All of the characters were parodies of already existing characters. It was funny, but just all references. It was kind of boring. Debating with this line here. Oops. This. I'm like, do I get rid of that? Yes. Damn it. Have you seen what happens to Maddie when people hug her? She turns into Maddie Lion. You must have a death wish. I don't really hug that many people. Only people I trust. And even then, I usually ask permission before I do so. Unless it's my fiance, I just rugby tackle him. Ha ha ha. I'm like, you get no choice! Hug. Ooh, I just broke one of my own rules. There we go. One thing about Mary is she never has flyaway hairs. Ever. Her hair is always smooth. Always. Who can you trust? I have a list. I won't tell you my list. And most of you know who my friends are, so bleh. Flyaway hair, you know, like just hairs that are just doing their own thing, independent from the rest of your hair. You know, like cowlicks. Like that kind of thing. Oh. Trying to find music. Have I already played that playlist? I think I have. Damn it. Okay, fine. Oh, there's a playlist called the Peace Pigeon. Listening to that, Peace Pigeon. There you go, guys. Peace Pigeon. That's hilarious. Rest assured, I will be ending the stream soon because it's 11 PM. So I try to make a point of not live streaming after 12. What's the bronies and hugs anyways? You could go for a handshake. At conventions I very rarely shake hands with people, but that was, you know, long before all of this coronavirus stuff came about. Purely for hygiene reasons, I don't shake hands with strangers at a convention. I try my best not to, but it doesn't always work. I definitely try my best not to hug. I know that seems a little bit off-putting. Seems like I'm pushing people away, but honestly, it's just... yeah. Well, there was one time I did hug someone, but at a con. I asked permission first, but it was because they told me that their dad had passed away recently, and they were supposed to accompany them to BronyCon, and she was crying, because they watched MLP together, so I was like, can I hug you? And she said, oh, yes you can. So I ran out from behind my table and hugged her, a complete stranger. So I'm not always an ice queen. Well, we can't shake hands these days. If you've been in quarantine with the same people since this started, then you'll be okay. As long as they haven't been outside. Should be alright. Save. This playlist isn't as funny as I was hoping it was going to be. Oh well, we need to end the stream soon anyway, so... oh well. Oh, that'd be why. Alright, as soon as I've signed that, that's that piece done. Is it a YouTube playlist? No, it's a playlist that's on the unfortunately named Epidemic Sound. It's the website that I use for licensed stream music that I listen to while I'm live streaming. This particular playlist or album is called The Peace Pigeon, and I just find the name so funny, so I put it on. Although, this playlist, most of these artists are probably on YouTube, so that would explain it. So, while we're live, I want to see if this will look okay on my Twitter profile, so give me a moment. I wonder, did I save that as a JPEG or a PNG? I saved it as a JPEG because I'm smart. Alright. I am so clever. Avatar. PNG. Nah. Fix that. Ah, no. Mad. Yes. It's turned out a little bit different to... Because when you post your avatar pictures, it changes the dimensions and the safe area changes. Because when you're editing it on Twitter, it's a square, but your final Twitter profile is a circle. So, hey, that's better. Okay. So if you guys go to my, it's still not right. Hang on. I need to fix it! It needs to be right!
It needs to be perfect. It has to be perfect.
It has to be perfect. One sec. I will get this right. I will. I'm determined. I am filled with determination. Oh, hello. You're not safe for work. Now, Maddie, make sure you sleep for more than 1 hour. 2 hours at least. Shut up. You better be careful, Deadpool fan. You might get in trouble with my fiance if you keep sweet talking like that. Hey, there we go. Yeah. Alright guys, if you go to my Twitter page, you'll see that I've made this image the new Twitter picture. I mean, you can't see the full thing because Twitter's dumb, but I tried. There you go. Take a look and tell me what you think. See? Told you! One of these days I need to buy an OC MLP plush. May I recommend Kia Shone? Kia Shone made, she made the Maddie Mary plushies that were auctioned off at BronyCon last year. She also made Silver Quills plush, and she's made one for Jasper Pie, Lightning Bliss. She made Dr. Wolf and Lady Wolf plushies for Doc. I believe he was the first one to commission her, actually, out of the TF2 crew. I could be wrong. Or they were gifts to him from her, I can't remember. Are they UK based? No, they're not. I believe they're based in Texas. But they do ship worldwide, I think. Although I'm not entirely certain she'll be taking on commissions at the moment for obvious reasons. But no, if you use the link that I posted, this one, instead of using the link that's wait, no, I changed that. Alright, what link are you using? Are you using that link that I'm posting in the chat? Kia Shone. But keep in mind, she's probably not taking orders right now. But I will sing her praises for all of time in regards to her quality for plushie making. In my opinion, she is the best one. Cat sitting next to me, and she just looks so prim and proper the way she's sitting. One paw's like curled up and one's like flat on the ground. And just sitting down. It's so cute. Cats are adorable. Yeah, because I changed my Twitter name. There's going to be some problems with that, I can imagine. I'm hoping that hasn't screwed up my messages. Nope, it hasn't. Cool. That's fine. Happy days. Alright guys, I think we're done with the live stream because we've finished the picture, and as you can tell, I need to go sleep. As much as I would love to continue the live stream, I think it would be a good idea to end now. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out. You're gonna see lots of more changes here because I'm doing a rebrand, as you can tell. So, good night guys, take care, wash your hands, save your work, and stay creative and all that other nonsense.